Hello guys, I am Yash Khanolkar and today I am going to demonstrate DLIC Experiment 5, which is on the design of a voltage to current converter using floating and grounded load. Now in a V2I converter, the voltage which we are providing at the input is converted to current at the output. In a V2I converter, there are two types. The first is a floating load V2I converter. In a floating load V2I converter, the load resistance is not connected to the ground. The second type is the grounded load V2I converter. In the grounded load V2I converter, the load resistance is connected to the ground. First, we will start by demonstrating the floating load V2I converter. So, in a floating load V2I converter, we have two components R1 and RL which we have connected at the inverting terminal of the op-amp, and a supply voltage V3 which we have connected at the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp. The floating load V2I converter is mostly used for test conditions and is not used very often. Instead, the most commonly used V2I converter is the grounded load V2I converter. So to find the values of R1 and RL, we can use some derivations and formula. So yes, so we have to apply Kirchhoff's current law in this diagram, and after deriving the whole equation, we get the final answer as IL equal to V in by R. So from this equation, we can guess that IL is not dependent on the load resistance, and it acts like a constant current source, which is the case ideally when practically IL is somewhat dependent on the load resistance. So now we have to find calculations to do to find our result, and we can do so by doing first the voltage compliance rule. In the voltage compliance rule, the V out should be between V set minus V in and V set plus V in, and according to the IS range, we have to take V in between 1 volt to 5 volt, which is the input, and the output we will get IL as between 4 milliampere and 20 milliampere. The V set we are taking the same as VCC and VEE, which is going to be 15 volts. So V out is 15 minus 5 and 15 plus 5, so it's between 10 volt to 20 volt. And putting that value in this equation, we are getting RL as less than 450 ohm and R1 as 250 ohm. So we put that value of R1 here, and RL should be less than 450 ohm, so we can put any value for choosing here, and we are doing the operating point function here. So for 1 volt supply voltage, we are just simulating the circuit now. So run, and so now we can see that for 1 volt supply voltage, we are seeing that the load resistance is 3.99 milliampere. So we expect it to be 4 milliampere. So the floating load V2I converter is running perfectly. And if we increase this to say 5 volts, which is the maximum value of the voltage, so now we expect this to be 20 milliampere. So yes, you can see that the value is 19.99 milliampere, so that our circuit is running perfectly and it's coming perfectly in range. So now we can change the RL to above 450 ohm and see what happens. Yeah, so we have taken RL as 2 kilo ohm here, and now we simulate this, and now you can see a value which is 5.99 milliampere, and so it shows that the floating load V2I converter is not running perfectly and the value is going haywire. So it proves that the floating load V2I converter cannot work at greater RL than 450. So now we move to grounded load V2I converter. Yeah, so in a grounded load V2I converter, we have four resistance values R1, R2, R3, and R4, which are equal to R, which we have found out to be 250, and RL we are taking as 250 because we want something less than 450. So we can take any value less than 450. So firstly we are taking V1 as 1 volt, and we are doing the operating point simulation, and we can just simulate this. Yeah, so we can see that for a supply voltage of 1 volt, we are getting a load current of minus 3.99 milliampere, which is almost equal to 4 milliampere. The current value is negative because the direction of the current is opposite. but the magnitude of the current is still 4 milliampere, so the circuit is running perfectly. And if we increase this to 5 volt, let's see what happens. Yeah, so we keep this as 5 volt, we simulate the circuit, we run this and check the load current again. So yes, we can see that for 5 volt we should be getting 20 milliampere. It's a little off, but still we are getting close to 19.4 milliampere, which is perfectly fine. So our circuit is still running in the best condition. And now we will see by improving the RL value to 2 kilo ohm. So now because the RL value will be greater than 450 ohm, the circuit shouldn't run at all. Yeah, so we can see at 5 volt supply voltage and at the load resistance of 2K, we are getting a load current of 3.89 milliampere, which depicts that the circuit is not running properly because we have taken a load resistance as greater than 450, so it can't convert the voltage to current at the output. And this is all I have to show in this video, and this is all I have to show in the grounded load V2I converter experiment. And thanks for watching the video. Thank you.